Taym. I'm a gifted and talented student. I go to Briarwood Elementary. My topic is that would robocops be better than humans? I chose this topic because I like robots. Lots of movies have robots, and I was going to use this at 212 essay, but I didn't, so I chose it for this. My inquiry-based questions are: would robocops be better than humans? Would robocops be easier to hack? Would robocops be easy to hack into and control? And would robot cops have more empathy than regular cops? Here to find my first question: would robot cops be better than regular cops? No. Yes and no. What I mean is that yes, they would be good at yes, they would, and no, they would not. They would be better than humans because they would save a lot of people's lives. To prove my point, I found out an article that said in 2019, a police officer in Nevada, California, we're having to deal with a criminal who was threatening to burn down a gas station. Instead of the criminal asked for a cigarette, the criminal asked the police negotiator for a cigarette. So instead of giving the criminal cigarette, the police sent a robot with a pen and phone to negotiate for. Besides protecting the police, robot cops can be beneficial in protecting the interests of people being apprehended. For instance, if you send a robot to a hostage situation, instead of firing at the criminal, the robot can release a sleep-inducing gas. The robots can also come equipped with sensors and thermal imaging software, which make them very skilled at surveillance and gathering information for police authorities. Even though robot cops have a lot of pros, they also have some cons. Some cons that robot cops have are that since the cop tells the robot what to do, if the cop tells the robot to start harming innocent, if this cop is bad and starts telling the robot to harm innocent civilians, then the robot just will harm innocent civilians. Also, if the robot loses battery during a fight, unless they have a backup battery or get power from wind or the sun, then that flaw might kill many people. The some division of that is that robot cops has some pros and cons. One pro is that they can de-escalate the situation and save many lives. One con they have is that if a bad person is programming it, the person might program the robot to start harming civilians. Just answer to my second question: would it be easy to hack into a robot cop and control it? It depends on the robot. What I mean is that if the robot has a good firewall or good protection against hackers, it's harder to hack into than a robot with bad protection against hackers with bad firewall. Also, many home robots and regular robots can easily be hacked into. They are mainly used to spy on their homeowners and threaten or frighten them or scare them. Here's some evidence I found. I found robots are increasingly common in the 21st century, both on the factory floor and in the home. However, it appears the security systems are anything but modern and high-tech. In March, IO Active released partial research showing that hacking a variety of industrial and home robots wasn't too difficult. Now, after vendors have been busy patching, they are showing how it is done, potentially lethal consequences. When it comes to causing serious damage, industrial robots have the biggest potential for harm. They're weighty beasts with the ability to hit human flesh hard. It's very hard if so programmed. The researchers found that with access to factory floor, these kinds of systems were trivially easy to hack. It's unlikely that anyone would be bonkers enough to hack the human safety protections of universal robots and try to harm people. They're static, and you have to make them play around like President Trump mocking saving the portal. But for the smart hacker, there are a host of possibilities for these kinds of attacks. For example, Stuxnet malware managed to temporarily cripple Iran's nuclear centrifuges by messing with speed controls on machinery and hiding this from the controllers. Now imagine similar code in an arms factory. If they're instructing the robots to make small changes, but very important changes, like making a tank barrel smaller than it actually is supposed to be. Alternatively, a cunning hacker could have used these now patched flaws to shut down a production floor. If they had shorted the stock of the target company, the ensuing losses and knock-on effect could prove to be very popular. A shorter version of this depends on who is programming it. So good depends on the amount of protection against hackers, or like firewall it has. No protection against hackers means easy to hack into. Good protection against hackers, harder to hack into. Here's the answer to my third and final question. What robot cops have more empathy than regular cops? It depends on who is programming it. What I mean is that if a person with bad morale, with no morale programming it, the robot might have less morale than a good person with a ton of morale. If the person I have some feedback from an interview I posted, and I have some feedback from an interview I posted, and here's some answers. Humans can do a lot more and are better at dealing with human emotions. Also, they have more experience, maybe a better interaction for the criminal. It may also be easier for the criminal to escape if the robot's taking over. I feel like the job of being a police officer requires a great deal of empathy. I'm not sure that true empathy can be programmed into a robot. But this can be programmed into a robot. It sets the rules that determine their behavior. But this does not mean that they're capable of making moral decisions. When humans make decisions about how to act in social situations, there's to do more than follow a set of rules or laws. A short version of this it depends on who's programming it. So if a bad person who has no morale programming it, then the robot might have less morale than a good person who's programming it. Some of my setbacks were having to change two of my inquiry-based questions, having to write/copy a lot of my paragraphs, and not getting a lot of responses from my survey, and all the sites I try using, most of them getting blocked. I overcame the setbacks by choosing two better inquiry-based questions, worked faster, chose the best responses from my survey, and found more sites to find my information from. I don't have any lingering questions, but I still hope to learn if robot cops will actually be an actual thing that basically all countries use.
All right.